Yeah, it feels good. What was I doing before van life? For a lot of years I was in Pembrokeshire, which is a really beautiful place, and I was running a climbing instruction and guiding company there. And then for various reasons that I just sort of needed to get out of Pembrokeshire. I didn't feel happy or comfortable there anymore. So left Pembrokeshire and sometime down the line met Sophie. I didn't meet Sophie, got together, how we describe that. So a little bit down the line I got together with Sophie and then ended up spending more and more time with her, but because of her job and where she was located, there's no climbing where she was working.
I was working full-time in a school, in the outdoor education department, so I was head of outdoor education. I really love that job. I mean, I love working with the kids, I love working as a coach and as an educator, and especially in the outdoors as well, which is like my number one thing.
Every spare moment we would spend away in the motorhome, travelling around.
Road trip! Just like that, we are in Spain.
We just really grew to love the travelling and the adventures and going off and exploring new places.
It's kind of one of those weird realizations that we were away so often, you know, every spare weekend we had or any spare holiday time we had was spent sort of getting into the motorhome and driving away to the Peak or the lakes or Wales or somewhere else that wasn't basically where we were living. Just to enjoy ourselves, just to go out and have some adventures and go climbing. And it was one of those very weird epiphany moments. It's like, what are we doing?
She was working all the time to pay for a house that we were living in, that we didn't really want to be in that house.
You know, living in this house to earn more money, to live in this house and pay bills, etc.
As soon as we weren't working, we just left the house. So it seemed pointless working all this time to pay the rent for a house that we didn't want to be in. So,
and we thought, well, why not just move into the motorhome? You know, let's live full time in that. We won't have to pay bills, we won't have to pay, you know, commuting fees, etc.
We made some pretty drastic changes to our lives. Sophie quit her job.
Some of the work was getting to me. I felt like some of the stuff that I'd been doing was sort of unravelling, that it was being slightly undermined, I guess, in some ways. And I would go home, you know, a lot of the evenings feeling really upset, and yeah, the work was getting to me basically.
We both went full time into the van, which just enabled us to have a lot more time
to readdress the work-life balance and actually spend more time doing the things that we really like doing.
Search out the things we want to do and live our lives the best way we could.
Which is going off travelling, exploring new places, and just like having fun together and enjoying things. You know, we're going to be old one day, and the options were either, you know, work the working life until, you know, we're old and crumbly and we retire, and then go and enjoy ourselves and have fun. But maybe our bodies will be too old to actually enjoy the climbing and the adventures that we like doing. So let's do it now, I guess.
So what we do now, we're both qualified mountaineering and climbing instructors, so we run climbing courses teaching other people to climb, and we do that in places all over the UK and some bits in Europe. and then we freelance for other climbing companies and things.
So that's what's sort of sustaining us on the road at the moment.
And we've also, for the last couple of years, been running another YouTube channel, the Climbing Nomads.
And that's exclusively sort of just the climbing things, but we're aware that a lot of people maybe aren't interested in watching the climbing aspect.
It's kind of started just because I wanted to explore YouTube and what that was like, and it was a new challenge. It was something to kind of work towards and focus on, and I needed that. I was looking for a new challenge in my life. Now we kind of wanted to expand and diversify a little bit. I think with lockdown and things like that, there's been there's so much more to our lives than just climbing. Okay, made it to the top of Japan. Some scramble going up. Takes about an hour. So ours is the green tent. So these are the balloon beds that we're sleeping on. I'm trying not to be late today. There's no time for stalling. The wild is calling. It is the finish.
And more people were asking about the van life stuff and the adventures we're having and how we actually like live in a van. And we're hoping that this channel will become more of the van lifestyle, so like other adventures, maybe not climbing related ones. Oh, so cool. That was awesome. Maybe, you know, just what it's like to live day to day in a van.
When you're living in a van, you've got to take these opportunities to have a free wash. Swimming in the lake. It's been cold in there.
I feel so much warmer. And some of the logistical things and the problems that happen with that.
Home for the night.
We had a little bit of an issue with some sort of electrics, the essential item of the van.
We thought rather than putting that on our climbing channel, because there'll be people that just aren't interested in it, we'd set up a new channel, which is what this is all about. Well, hope you've enjoyed our first video. Let us know what you think, and
let us know what you'd like to see in these videos. You know, what is it about van life that might interest you that you'd like a video made of?
Yeah. Yeah, stay tuned. There's a load more videos to come. We're going to try, if we can, and get a video out each week, but we'll see how things go. It would mean so much to us if you guys could subscribe and just help get the channel going a bit, and yeah, it'd be great if you could follow us along. Hope you enjoy seeing the videos and following our adventures, and
see you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.